It really stops you in your tracks, doesn't it?
Yes.
Seeing a child, a young kid, grappling with something really serious like cancer.
Oh, absolutely. There's this feeling of, well, inherent unfairness that's just hard to shake.
Exactly. And that feeling, that sense of why,
Yeah.
it actually led us down this really fascinating path. We started exploring this conversation recorded between Little Monk and Mr. Monk.
Right, in this monastery courtyard setting, which is interesting in itself.
It is. And what really grabbed me about their dialogue was how it doesn't just stick to the usual medical reasons for why kids get sick.
It really opens the door to talking about things that are, well, less tangible, like the environment, emotional stress, maybe even deeper stuff.
Yeah. So our mission, if you like, for this deep dive is to really pull out those key ideas from their talk, to try and understand these factors, these often overlooked things that might play a role in childhood illness.
Let's do it. Where should we start?
Okay, let's dive right into that big one. Stress and the environment. Mr. Monk, he draws this very clear line between adult stress and how it could impact a child.
He does. He uses that image, doesn't he? The young tree trying to grow, but it's in like bad soil, full of weeds and pests.
That analogy really hits home, I think, because it instantly shifts your focus away from just, random chance or only genetics.
Right. The insight there is that a kid's immediate world, especially the emotional weather at home that can be the poor soil, it makes them maybe more vulnerable, less resilient.
And he backs this up with these very personal stories, almost like little parables.
Yeah, the one about his grandson with the brain tumor
Yeah.
and the father struggling with alcoholism.
hmm And then the granddaughter who lost a kidney, also to a tumor, and her father was described as being, well, unkind to his wife.
Now, obviously, these aren't like double-blind studies,
No, of course not.
but they definitely make you stop and think, don't they? Like, is there more going on here beneath the surface?
Absolutely. These examples, anecdotal as they are, they seem to illustrate the principle he's getting at.
Exactly. A potential link, maybe not direct cause and effect in a simple way, but a correlation between serious family turmoil and, unfortunately, serious illness in the children.
It really pushes you to think about the invisible ways that home environment might be affecting a child's physical health.
Mm-hmm.
And Lil Monk's reaction to all this is so human. He immediately questions the idea of blame.
Right, especially with the unkind father story.
Yeah, and then he asks that really practical question, well, why doesn't the mother just leave? Which, points straight at how messy real life is.
Oh, totally. Simple answers rarely cut it in complex family situations.
Lil Monk's questions really highlight those complexities, the constraints people feel trapped by.
And that's such a key part of the dialogue, isn't it? This idea of getting stuck in unhealthy patterns. And the takeaway is these patterns can ripple outwards, affecting everyone, even the most vulnerable.
Which is a perfect lead-in to this term Mr. Monk uses. He calls it the soapy.
The soapy, yeah. It's his shorthand for getting completely sucked into life's dramas.
That endless loop of why me or
Yeah.
this is so unfair, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And the crucial point he makes is that being trapped in the soapy isn't just, emotionally draining for the person involved.
No, it actively stops them from seeing the bigger picture, right?
Right.
Or finding any clarity.
It prevents them taking the action needed to navigate tough times, like supporting a sick child properly. Seeing that pattern is the first step.
Loving the podcast? Don't miss out. Unlock the full episode with a subscription. Get in touch to subscribe now. Fix your inner world at gmail.com.